Okay, so this is a way we're going to figure out how to create the trackers for our contest. And what we do is we use it with the classes that for the 10-4 classes that are normally used for Ignite. But when you log into your system right here, you're going to see that there's an education button, and we're going to go to the myTracker button. As we open up the myTracker in here, there's going to be a piece of this that's going to show it's the instructor dashboard. Okay, now in this particular case, when we click on the instructor dashboard, I've run several contests, so there are already some classes already set up. I normally, instead of creating more that creates a big mess, the instructors won't see all this because I'm seeing it from the back end as one of the staff members. But what we'll do is that usually what we'll do is we'll take an old class and we're just going to update it for this new contest. So we click on view and edit, and in this particular case, Pete is the instructor for his old team, and just by chance he's going to be the new instructor, or not the new instructor, but he's the new captain of this team. And so what we're going to do is, this is his old team, and we're basically going to do is just clear these up for just a little bit. We're going to go through and we're going to get rid of all his people that are inside here from his old class. And then what we're going to do is we're going to figure out who's his new people, right? So actually some of these, I think they're on there with him again. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear all this up, and then we're going to start kind of all over again. And then the first one you want to do, you really want to add in there is you want to add the actual person, so the captain themselves, because if you don't put the captain's name in there, his numbers will not show up. Now, there's, oops, you don't put the last name here. So let's just say Pete. We're going to search for agents at just that location. Reason is because if you search all associates, it's going to try to get all 153,000 people and try to find if there's another Pete Ruiz, then it's going to be a problem. So we're going to click on here. We're going to click search, and it just so happens, oops, it doesn't show it. Sometimes it does that because it's not the right spelling. Maybe he's got it down as Peter or whatever like that. But try it for the last name or whatever. And what you're going to do is that don't give up on the first try. I don't know why it didn't show up with the first one as Pete, but anyway, just click on him and you add the attendee. And then we already know that now he's in the attendee part, and then like we know Zach is on his team as well, and we're going to search for him on that in that area, and we're going to grab him and we're going to add him. So the actual list that we have in the Google Sheets, we're just going to go through the list and add all these people as we go along. Now, the other piece is that what I do normally, and I'm gonna move. Excuse me while I move this away from here right now. But in this particular case, I have the Google Sheets for all our teams, and we have another video that shows you how we do that. But down below, I actually use each team. This is all the team captains that are going to be running this contest, and what I do is I put a number right next to them. And the reason why I put a number next to them is it's just a little strange on how it's just really the format that the KW tracker comes out in. But what I do is I will take whatever the month we're in. Like this month we're in June. Okay. Now this doesn't mean that we'll be doing the contest is from the 1st to the 1st, but I use 6-1 as the time because the number 1 goes along with his team, which is I've got as number 1, and then remember you have to have the actual date of the contest has to go beyond. I usually go all the way to like the 31st. And this is I look 6-1, I know it's Pete's because it really only categorizes by dates, and it'll make sense a little bit later on what that means. But so our contest is going from, I believe it's the let's see, it's going to be the 13th all the way through the 13th again. And so I need to have a date before the 13th, and I need to have a date after the 13th of July. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save that, and that's going to update our new numbers here. Okay, so that's our new one. Now the next guy, when I do number 2, okay, number 2 is, as you can see down below, here's McGee, and what we're going to do is that the next one, I'm going to put the actual initial date is going to be 6/2. Okay, because then what else? I'll know that McGee is at 6/2. I know Ruiz is at 6/1, and I've got them all lined up that way. And then I'm going to add all the people on his class. I'm going to add them all here to the bottom and just open up and continue to set up his KW tracker. He puts down him as the primary instructor, which is, Pete is the primary guy. But then I put myself as the secondary person, and the reason that I get to see his numbers as well, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who does all the additions of the numbers. Now, if somebody else is doing this, if somebody else is doing the numbers, and is the commissioner, so to speak, I consider myself the commissioner of this contest, then you're going to have to put that person as the other instructor for all the other captains. Okay, so that person can see it, because the only person really allowed to see all this stuff without being an instructor in there is staff, and usually the operating partner, the MCA, or the team leader can go in there and they're going to see all these classes. But if you have somebody who's not on staff, then what happens is that person needs to be put down as another instructor. So let's just go ahead, and this is how you set up the teams. And you're going to do, if you have 6, 10, 12 teams in your office, you're going to go through each and every one of these and add and create these classes like this, and utilize it for be able to run the numbers later. Okay, hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know.